Hello and welcome to Magical Travel Adventure. I am Lauren and I am here today to talk to you all about fireworks at Disney World. And what a better day to talk about it than July 4th, the fireworks day of the year. So, if you don't know, I am Lauren. I am a travel advisor specializing in Disney, Universal, and cruising. I am live here all July on the YouTube channel and on the podcast to talk to you about helping to plan your next vacation. There's so much information when you're doing Disney, Universal, or cruising, so I'm trying to help you out with information that will be helpful for you on your next trip. My information is below if you are interested in anything. And again, if you can like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, I would love it. So let's dive into some fireworks. So if you've never been to the fireworks at Disney World, there are ways to watch the fireworks in and out of the parks. So even if you don't have a park ticket, you can still watch the fireworks. So at Magic Kingdom, there are fireworks and they are there nightly. Some people get confused because during the pandemic, there weren't always fireworks. And in Disneyland, which is in California, they don't always happen nightly for a variety of different reasons. But here at the Magic Kingdom in Disney World, the fireworks are called Enchantment and they happen nightly. The only time they might not happen is if there is a Christmas party or a Halloween party happening that night. So they might not do the fireworks that night. But these fireworks have castle projections and fireworks. The fireworks show is about 16 minutes long. And you have to check the My Disney Experience app for what time it happens because they fluctuate the time throughout the year. They're doing this funny thing in the next 2 weeks in July where they're actually doing it 2 times during the night. So if you're going in July of 2022, you want to check to see if you're there when that's happening twice in the same night. For 4th of July, they do a special fireworks. So that's important. So now let's talk about where you might want to watch the fireworks in Magic Kingdom. Now, the most obvious spot here, I've tried to put these yellow dots, but I don't know how well you can really see them, is this hub area. The hub area is in front of the castle. This is where the projections happen. The fireworks are going to be based on if you're looking at the castle. So most people are in this hub area. And right back here is where the dessert parties will have their own private space. I did a whole thing on dessert parties. The link is in the bio if you want to check that video out. And I'll briefly talk about it today. But this is a great place to watch the fireworks. People do start getting there very early. You have to decide what your level of waiting is going to be. Some people do like to watch on Main Street because they do some extra added little bit of projections on some of the stuff on Main Street. It is harder to see the castle projections, but that might be, you might not care as much about the castle projections, so I would not focus on that. You can even come down here to the main entrance and watch the fireworks from here and see everything that is happening from there. Now, another spot to do it is over in front of Crystal Palace. You just need to be careful because there are some trees here, but this is another location that people like to do, and off some of these bridge areas. That is another location. One of my favorite things to do, it's not maybe like to focus on watching the fireworks, but to go back and ride Thunder Mountain during the fireworks. And it's super fun to be on Thunder Mountain and see the fireworks, maybe even Splash Mountain. But you can watch the fireworks anywhere over here. You won't see the castle projections, but you can kind of decide if that's what is important to you. And then, of course, behind the castle, you can also kind of watch them in any of these areas. If the projections are not important to you, it really doesn't matter where you watch the fireworks. If the projections are important to you, you want to be in this hub area because that's the best view that you're going to get. And this is such a random thing that I'm also going to tell you is as it gets closer to the fireworks time, the lights around that are like outside lighting up Magic Kingdom, they start dimming. And some people might not notice this at all, but if you don't know, I do not see very well. So it really affects me. So like I can't alone be walking around without someone there because the lights are so dim for me that I have trouble seeing when I get around in the parks. So be aware of that if you don't have the best vision. So, those are the free options. Let's say you want to do stuff outside of the parks because you definitely can watch the fireworks outside of the parks. You don't have to be inside the parks to watch them. If you're there for a 7-day vacation, it's really hard to go from morning to night every time and to try and catch the fireworks in the park all the time. So, there are different options. One of them is if you're the anywhere on the monorail resorts, you can go and you can watch the fireworks for free. The Contemporary has something at Garden Grill, not Garden Grill, um, at I don't know why it's escaping me, but California Grill at the top. They have a special meal where you have a meal and then you can watch the fireworks from up there. It costs somewhere over $100 per person. If that is something that interests you, you also there are different spots in the Contemporary that you can watch. Sometimes there is a special bridge between the Contemporary and the DVC resort that Bay Lake Tower that you can watch the fireworks there. At the Polynesian, you can watch it from the beach. This is from the last time we were there, and we actually watched it from the beach one night because it was just a nice place to go and look at it. And they have the music there, so you can hear the music and watch the fireworks. And obviously, other people come, there's chairs, but you can also sit here. Um, and it's a really nice thing. If you're staying at the Polynesian, you will even see the fireworks if you're swimming in the pool, which is such a fun thing. Like how cool as a kid that you could be swimming at the pool at night and seeing fireworks. So definitely a fun experience. At the Grand Floridian, you can also see fireworks. That's the picture at the bottom. There is where you catch the boat to go to Magic Kingdom is one of the best locations to kind of watch. It doesn't get too crowded. There are people that are there. And what my husband and I actually did the last time we were there is we took the boat to the Grand Floridian and Polynesian, and we rode that while the fireworks were going on. And that was a fun experience too. We could have gotten out, but it was kind of fun just watching it from the boat. It was just a different experience. We've seen them a lot, so we like to see them in different ways. But this is a great, you know, don't feel like you have to always watch them in the parks. This is a great option. It's free. Now, for paid options, like I talked about before, there is the dessert party option. So there are 3 different options that you can do for that, and you can watch the fireworks from these locations, but they do cost money. And then there's also a, boat cruise that you can book and pay for, and it will take you out, to watch the fireworks in the lagoon, and you can bring your own drinks, you can, enjoy yourself with some of your closest friends and enjoy that. So these are all options that you have. So you can do them in the parks, you can do them out of the parks for free, or there are paid options in the parks, or the boat option is not in the park at Magic Kingdom, so you wouldn't need a park ticket for that if you wanted to do the boat cruise. Now at Epcot, the fireworks are new. They're new in since the 50th anniversary. They're called Harmonious and they are done nightly. And I get this question all the time. Can we see both Magic Kingdom and Epcot fireworks each night? It would be really tight. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But I wouldn't count on it. And um, but Epcot, I think they have I tried to get a picture of mine that I could show you, but they have these things in the water, barges, bridges that project certain things on them for the nighttime spectacular. So if we look at the map here, this is the area where the Harmonia stuff happens. A lot of people will come right here to watch the fireworks. It's a big open space. Sometimes it's closed off, so sometimes you have to be like a little further back, but this is an option to watch it. Basically, because there are these projections on these barges. A lot of people want to be somewhere around World Showcase to watch. And what I will say is you can stake out a place or you cannot. You have to make that decision for yourself if that is something that you are interested in. You can still see things whether or not you stake out a spot. Like if the point is to see all these projections on the barges, then maybe a paid option is what you are looking for so that you have that guaranteed seating as opposed to having to figure it out and wait somewhere along the World Showcase. I am from the school of thought that you should enjoy your time when you're in the parks. And as much as great as any show is, it's still great wherever you can see it. You know, you're in the right spot for what you want to do. And if you want to wait 2 hours in a spot, you can, but you definitely don't need to. You can find spots anywhere around World Showcase. I will say that I do like this location back here. It is right by the International Gateway and the Skyliner, and I typically am staying in either on the internet on the boardwalk area or somewhere along the Skyliner route. So I like to stand back here so that when it ends, I can sneak right out and get on that Skyliner before the line gets too long. So also big hint there, obviously big crowds leave when the fireworks are over. You definitely can watch them from here. You will really just be seeing the fireworks at this part. And you really will see the fireworks if you're anywhere in Epcot. You just won't see the barges necessarily. So outside of the parks, you can definitely see the fireworks out in the boardwalk. You might not see all of them. You might not see a perfect view, but you can definitely see them. If you are taking the Skyliner back, you will see the fireworks. I have done that many times where I've been on and seen the fireworks from the Skyliner, and it's pretty cool to see it from the Skyliner. Also, at the Riviera Resort, at the top is a restaurant called Topolino's. If you are in there, they have an outside area that you can come out to and watch the fireworks, or you might even be able to just see it from where you're sitting in Topolino's. It kind of depends on where you're sitting in the restaurant, what your view is going to look like. So those are all options. These are not an exhaustive list. This is just like the top areas that you can do. Now, they do offer a different viewing spots. Sorry, this one is very blurry for some reason on my side. I don't know if it's super blurry on yours. But they do have two dining packages. This is the Rose and Crown restaurant, and this is the Spice Road table. So there is seating along here if you do the Rose and Crown package. And then there at Spice Road table, there's also seating. It goes right out to the water. I just couldn't get a clear picture of it when I was there. And then there is also a boat cruise that you can take. Now, you won't see maybe as much of the barges with the projections in this, but you definitely will see the fireworks. No problem on that. So these are all paid options that you can book 60 days in advance. All need to be paid in advance. So those are those options. Now, the last one, sorry, I went backwards. The last one is at Hollywood Studios. Unfortunately, Hollywood Studios has not opened up Fantasmic back up. So that is not an option at this point. But what is an option is this projection show, which is the wonderful world of animation projections. And this is like a 10-minute show on the theater that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is. And that pretty much happens at 9 o'clock each night. but you should still check My Disney Experience for when it's gonna happen, and it's just a cute little show if it's just some sort of nighttime entertainment for you, if you are interested in that. Now, there really isn't anything at Animal Kingdom at this time. The Tree of Life sometimes does, special light ups stuff, but there is no nighttime show at Animal Kingdom. Um, but yeah, these are all the different ways that you can watch the fireworks. Every so often, Disney will also um, do something where they will send the fireworks out live so you can watch them on TV. They did that a few weeks ago for the show at Epcot. Normally on July 4th, they also do it. If you check Twitter, that's often where they will announce that you can watch the fireworks, the July 4th fireworks. So you have that option too. My biggest thing that I will say about fireworks is enjoy them. You don't need to take pictures. You don't need to take video of them. People know what fireworks look like. And I'm not trying to say that in a mean way. I'm just trying to say that, like, there's only so much you can do with fireworks. Like, they shoot off. The special part about it at Disney is it's to music, and maybe the colors go with the different things that are happening either on the castle or on the barges at Epcot. But they're all the same fireworks that you would see anywhere else in the world. So they're not anything that anyone has not seen. People understand what fireworks are, and you're kind of ruining it for people with your screen up there, and you're not really enjoying the fireworks. If the point to see the fireworks is to see the fireworks, then that's what you really want to do. I don't have a ton of pictures of fireworks because I think it ruins the experience. I only do it when I know that there's no one else around and I can take them. So they're often from the beach of the Polynesian or when I'm in the boat going to the Grand Floridian or the Polynesian. I don't typically do any pictures in the parks because I don't want to ruin the experience for anyone else. So that's just my little 2 cents about fireworks and recording them. All right, that will do it for today's show. Thank you for joining us live today on July 4th. Happy July 4th. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And come back tomorrow for our next show on the Magical Travel Adventure channel. Bye.